Hello everyone and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. So I know I haven't posted in a while. I have been a little busy and short of ideas, but for today's video I decided to customize the castle den. I always see a lot of cool people have this den, and I kind of really like the layout of it. I'm not too sure why I never got it, honestly. But I guess I finally bit the bullet and bought it. And I also bit the bullet and bought the kitchen. And then I bought a few other things for this den. I like to redecorate my dens a lot. And I noticed that I use a lot of the same furniture to decorate all of these different dens. And I don't know why, but to me it's getting a little boring. I just feel like I need new den pieces, but everything is so expensive, and or you have to wait so long for new arrivals. And also hope that the new arrivals look nice. So what I'm working on right now is a kitchen, and the two little couches with the chair is a little nook for where you can go and eat breakfast. And I know one of the couches ends is sticking out of the other one, but we're just gonna ignore that because I really cannot fix it. But I kind of want to again keep the same vibe of pink and green and a little bit of cream colors. I wouldn't say the kitchen was hard per se, but it was a little bit challenging to figure out how everything should be. I would say the living room, it was a lot more challenging in my opinion, which the living room is going to be the room that's right outside of the kitchen. And then upstairs, I don't even know what I had going on upstairs. I mean, you'll see later on in the video. I just feel like I don't have enough stuff to truly make this into what I'm picturing. So maybe in a few months, if I get more items, I'll redo this den and see if it looks any better. I also figured out that I cannot sit on this elegant couch. I don't know what the issue is. It just does not let my animal sit on it. I want to kind of give you guys, I guess a little update of what's going on. Not in my life, but kind of what's been going around Animal Jam, at least. So recently I've ran into two scammers, which I thought was really funny. One of the scammers was promoting sapphires for real money. So they were just in the pillow room saying that they're selling 75,000 sapphires for real money. And this was an alt account. They were level 4 or something. And I immediately called them out and I was like, you can't do that, you're gonna get banned. And that's against Animal Jam. And they were kind of just getting really defensive and saying that they're gonna report me. But I wasn't the only one that was kind of, I don't want to say hating on them, but telling them that what they're doing is wrong. There was a bunch of other people that were also doing the same thing as me, calling them out. And they were kind of just spewing a bunch of nonsense, saying that they're gonna report all of us and that they're doing nothing wrong, that they're on their alt account so they don't even care. I'm pretty sure they're still not banned, which is kind of concerning, and I hope they aren't going around and scamming other people. And I hope no one has fallen for this either. But right after that, there was someone claiming to do a sapphire drop. So of course, me and a bunch of other people go to their den. And in this den there's a shop. And I'm assuming a lot of people bought from their shop, because right after they locked their den and they weren't taking any trade requests because I wanted to trade request them and tell them that what they did was kind of not so nice. But like maybe 2 or 5 minutes later, they unlock their den. So I go to their den, and a bunch of other players are joining their den. And I'm kind of just telling them, like, if you're here for a sapphire drop, like, it's not gonna happen. This person scammed just a bunch of other people just now and out of a sapphire drop. Don't be that person. Like, seriously? I think that's so lame if you're one of those people that's like, oh, come to my den for a sapphire drop, and then you have so many people at your den, and then you have the audacity to lock your den and kick everyone out with the intention of never doing a sapphire drop. This is a little funny, but today when I was playing Animal Jam, there was a sapphire drop, and after the sapphire drop, this random, like, level 5 person said that they were doing a sapphire drop in their den. However, their den was locked, so me and like a bunch of other people tell them their den's locked. They unlock it, we go to their den. As soon as we go to their den, they lock their den back up. I was honestly not surprised. I was kind of expecting it, but because they were a level 5 like me and a bunch of other people kind of just allowed it because, you know, this might just be a kid, you would actually be really surprised how many people do fake sapphire drops. Like, I have been to so many. Also, another topic, I love participating in fashion shows, but when I first started participating in fashion shows, I didn't like have that many items. Even now I don't have that much clothing items, however I'm like building my collection slowly and surely. But I've noticed that to like fully win these fashion shows, you just need to have the most randomest stuff that you will never wear. I mean, there's definitely some people that will wear this. Like, for example, I don't see anyone wearing this hat anymore, so I'm gonna use this as an example. But I think back during fall, Animal Jam came out with this like 3 pumpkin head hat. And, you know, I kind of just bought it in like the heat of the moment, not really thinking like I'll ever wear this. But recently I was at a fashion show and the theme was like Halloween. And I had the perfect hat. I mean, 3 pumpkins on your head is not like the perfect Halloween item, but it worked, okay? I honestly love when I'm at a fashion show and the themes are very creative to where I have to think. I feel like the 3 main themes in a fashion show is the chair that you're sitting on, dressing up as the host, or like favorite season or holiday. Oh, and food. Those are like the 4 main themes I always see in fashion shows. I do think that those are still good themes, don't get me wrong. However, they're not as creative and they're very used. However, I was at this one fashion show not too long ago, and one of the themes was Disney Princess, which I thought was really cool. And if you must know, I dressed up as Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know if that's how you, Vanellope. I hope that's how you say her name. And that was like super hard. Like I had to think for that one. Anyways, this is a wrap to customizing the castle den. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if there's any den that you would like for me to decorate, or if there's any theme you want me to follow. Let me know. Bye guys.